he would step across the line. Habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
You make me happy. Thank you all for joining us on the Habitual Line Steppers podcast. I'm Garrett Charles Langley Henson.
And I am Terry Ricardo DeShazo II. We back. What's good, baby?
Technical difficulties. I thought for a second you had glitched already, but no, you just took a long ass time to say your name.
It did for a second, but we're back. We're back. It's all good.
Yeah, man. Kind of a dead point for sports right now in the summertime. Like EPL is starting up and soccer and everything like that, but pretty much everything else is in the off season. So
Baseball.
There's going to be we're not even going to waste our breath on baseball or hockey. You guys already know that. So this is going to be a chill episode. We'll talk about the Olympics, some NFL stuff, some soccer stuff. We're just going to have a good time. So let's get right into it, man. Summer Olympics, the summer of Steph Curry. First time performing for the Olympics.
Yeah.
Through the group stages, didn't look so good. My man was not hitting shots. He was missing wide open joints. He wouldn't go to the cup. Everyone was like, damn, is this really going to be Steph's Olympic story? That he came out here and flamed out.
Trash.
Next thing you know, my man is hitting 4 back-to-back threes in the championship game. He's waving off KD and fucking Devin Booker, who are wide open, so I could take a fall-away 30-footer over 2 people. What,
bro?
Greatest shooter we've ever seen, man. And yet another emphatic exclamation point on his already historic career.
Yeah. First of all, Olympics was awesome. It was the first legit one in like 8 years because the Tokyo shit was kind of COVIDed up. It was a little weird. Didn't really be outside watching everything, with the people. I was actually in San Diego for about a week, and we were watching stuff live, kind of out at like bars and restaurants and stuff. So when we saw that Steph Curry shit, the place went crazy. It was awesome. It was almost like. It reminded me of like Game 6 Clay.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, bro.
Tobacco Road.
Yeah,
and that shit, and
that was the building was electric, son. That was fire, bro. Shout out to San Diego. San Diego's a dope spot. But Steph, I mean, I'm not gonna say you saved us, but we needed it. We definitely needed it. We're up 3. The game was getting a little tight. I was like, what are we doing here? LeBron gave me that behind the back pass. Steph hit me with a pump. Boom. I was like, wow. The first one I was like, all right, cool. Second one, I was like, all right, he's cooking.
Rhythm.
yeah. The third one, I was like, then everybody's waking up. They're like looking at the screen. The fourth one, fucking pandemonium.
Bro, to win the Olympics on a heat check is crazy. To win the Olympics on a heat check is some of the wildest shit I've ever seen. It was very like Kobe versus Spain. That was the last moment I remember like that.
Not for sure.
One guy just like grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck. It was like, no, we're not fucking losing to France. We're not losing to Spain.
In France.
Did you see Victor Wembanyama though after he lost?
What he said or what?
After he lost, Victor Wembanyama? Yeah, like his face, what he said, everything. The man looked like he had just been drafted into trench warfare in World War I. Like, he had this hard set look on his face, like, all right, this whole summer, I'm going to gain 30 pounds and I'm going to spend in the hyperbaric chamber and I'm going to learn how to shoot left-handed sky hooks from the three-point line that nobody could block. Like,
hey, man, the villain arc is coming.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited that we have like a real. He's like, it ain't going down like that next time.
That's
exciting because we'll get to see another Steph Curry kind of rise up to the moment against more elite competition. But what you think about Coach Steve Kerr kind of playing 3D chess instead of checkers and using this Olympic basketball period to dismantle the Boston Celtics by not selecting Jaylen Brown, who was Finals MVP, selected Jason Tatum, who was first team All-NBA, and playing him a fifth of the minutes of Derek White, who didn't even make the All-Star team.
Bro, I mean, I don't even know where to start with it, honestly, because like at one end of the spectrum, it's like I can't blame him for Tatum specifically because he just didn't hit any jump shots. Like he literally did not hit a jump shot the entirety of the exhibition games, the group games, the elimination games. He didn't hit a jumper. So I mean, what are you supposed to do with that? He might have hit one in an exhibition game. I don't know, but like, what are you supposed to do? Is he supposed to start Tatum every single game? Because like, I wouldn't start to do it if he's not making any shots. I'm not starting him. The Jaylen Brown thing, you know, that's a discussion. Like we talked about it. It is what it is. I thought it was a little grimy. It was a little dirty. Look, do we think Jaylen Brown's a top 15 player? Yeah, but he's like 15 to 20. I don't like if he's sitting on the bench. If I'm Jaylen Brown, I'm still like I'm with the team. It's LeBron and KD and stuff. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, oh, I need to play 20 minutes a game. This is good for my brand. I'm pretty sure he would have been like, it's fine, but you know, whatever. Shout out to Steve Kerr. Look, the Warriors.
That shit wasn't fine with Tatum. You had two fucking malcontents sitting on the bench. Tatum.
I didn't hear Tatum say anything though. Did he say anything?
Pictures, he didn't say shit, but like, look at his face. They got pictures of like him sitting next to Tyrese Halliburton on the bench, and Tyrese Halliburton is like so happy to be here, and it's like, I'm the last man on the team, and I'm gonna cheer these guys on, and they're gonna feel my support through the bench, and I'm gonna do everything I can. And then there's Tatum sitting next to him.
Hey man,
what, man? Like you said, Jason Tatum can't be mad, dog. Not only did he not make shots, he didn't even take shots.
Not really.
Dude was passing up wide open threes to swing to somebody else who was like closed out on.
His confidence is gone.
If you go back on it, he didn't shoot well in the finals. Shot the ball very poorly from three. Shot the ball very poorly in the conference finals.
Yep.
How far do we have to start to go back to the last time Jason Tatum had a wet jump shot? And it brings me to the question, does Jason Tatum have the yips?
I think we just think he's a better shooter than what he actually is. Because he hasn't really been able to shoot. Man, it's been a minute. Like, I think because his three-point percentage during the regular season, you know, I'm not going to pull it up, but I heard Bill Simmons, if you listen to his podcast, you know, like one of the number one sports guys in the world, is in the 30s, like low 30s. I don't think he just wasn't knocking it down. I don't know. Look, when he gets back to Boston, he'll be fine. I'm not really worried about it. I was more worried about, I mean, like, is he supposed to play over LeBron, KD? Devin Booker was absolutely cooking. Anthony Edwards isn't scared in any moment to do anything. I mean, like, oh, come on, bro. What are we supposed to do?
No, I definitely understand that. I just think it's starting to become – it's something to watch, I think, at the minimum, that, like, his performance has continued to decline as, like, the stakes get higher and higher.
Yeah.
And culminating in the point where, like, he's passing up wide open catch and shoot jumpers against Lithuania. Like, that's a problem. when South Sudan is leaving you wide open in the corner and you're pump faking against air, that's when I start to take notice. And I'm like, my man may have something going on upstairs that he needs to get sorted out.
Maybe.
So shouts to Steve Kerr playing his 3D chess, because now Jaylen Brown is upset he didn't make the team. Jason Tatum is coming back from the Olympics doubting himself, being like, am I really that guy? How come I can't shoot wide open corner threes anymore? And Derek White thinks he's the best player on the team, him and Drew Holiday.
Hey, man. Honestly, it's going to work out for the better, though, because, like, we no longer have the big three era. It's more the big two, and your role players have to be great. If Drew Holiday and Derek White come in with the highest confidence of all time, I think the Celtics will be okay. Porzingis, him not playing probably till Christmas or whatever, that might, or January maybe. I've heard some crazy shit. Might be a problem, but Boston will be fine. I'm not worried about Tatum. It is what it is. I will say this. We can kind of keep continuing about the FIBA shit. The whole Steph Curry arc kind of gave me some hope for if you want to talk, down the line looking at the 2028 games. Zion? If, Zion can stay healthy, if Ja Morant can stay healthy, if Zion can stay healthy, are we going to see those dudes in 2028? I don't know if you want to expand it going towards that because these, LeBron,
Nope.
KD, and Steph are probably not going to be there.
We definitely not go see Ja Morant in 2028. I
No
can
Ja?
promise you that right now.
Wow,
Look
no
it,
Ja.
no.
Crazy. I don't know who
You
the
know
guards
how
are
it
going
is
to
for
be.
international basketball, bro. You can't have like a point guard who can't shoot.
He might be able to shoot in 4 years. Jay
Unless
Kidd
you're
developed a jump shot.
Yeah. That's facts. But I put more money on De'Aaron Fox being there than John Morant.
Probably.
At least he already learned how to shoot.
Maybe,
I
but
think
we saw the
Trae
De'Aaron
Young
Fox project too, though.
Trae Young, I think, is the one who really needs to be like targeting
Trae Young.
2028 to make his debut
I don't
for the
know.
Olympic team.
I don't know.
Like
Maybe.
you said, a lot of these old heads going to be gone. They're going to need a new offensive engine. Like him and Halliburton should be kind of gunning for that run the offense, run the show type of guy.
Halliburton should definitely get it. Well, if you quick 15 or how many players on the team?
But it doesn't
12?
matter because Wembanyama is going to be like 25 by then, and the world
he's going to be cooking. But he's got to have teammates. 25.
He's going to be 8'2". He's going to be dunking from the 3-point line. Like there's going to be nothing that we can do.
Can you give me a quick 12 of who you think it would be? USA 2028.
Oh man, that's tough.
Bam is Bam going to be on the team again?
Yeah. I was like, we got to start with the big man. Embiid and Bam, I think, are running back.
I heard Embiid said he's going to switch it up and go to Cameroon.
You can't. You already chose us.
No.
This is soccer.
They were saying he can play for Cameroon, but he can't switch to like France. So they're saying you can take a step down, but you can't like go left.
Bro, nobody wins a gold medal and then it's like, I'm going to go play for Cameroon.
Joel Embiid is a conundrum. I don't know him. He's a very strange dude. Yeah. He could do it.
Let me go to Cameroon to play with 37-year-old Pascal Siakam. I'm sure we have a real chance of bringing this home.
But quick 12. Quick 12. Who do you think? Bam Embiid. AD? Is he back?
All right. No.
No AD?
I don't think he'll be back by then.
How old will AD be in 4 years?
I don't think
32?
AD. No. He's got to be, 36, 35?
I'm about to check. Keep thinking of some names.
I think Anthony Davis is as old as I am.
Anthony Davis. He is 31. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he'll be 35. He's not fucking going. We're not bringing 35-year-old centers.
Too many. There's a lot of injuries.
Yeah. All right, so we definitely got Bam. We definitely got Embiid. That third center is going to be kind of like the tricky spot there. Problem is, like, all the centers I like are not from America. So you have to start to get now into, like, the Jalen. Yeah, Chet. That's the one. You know what, Terry? Chet? I think that's the one. My mind started to go to, like, guys like Mark Williams and Jalen Duren, and I started to go to a real dark place. place.
I don't trust Charlotte.
When Boogie Cousins and Mason Plumlee were our two fucking centers. Like,
I knew Boogie's game wouldn't translate to FIBA. He's a really I think you're right. Good player. I think Chet. Maybe Chet, yeah. So we go Chet, Embiid, Bam.
So that's our three centers.
Is Tatum coming back?
Cooper Flag.
Probably.
Yeah, he'll probably be there.
Paolo Banchero.
Cooper Flag will be there. Paolo will be there. Tatum will be there.
No Zion.
No. So what? That's 6 now. If we go 3 deep at each position,
he'll be in New Orleans.
Small forwards, right?
Tatum coming back. Jaylen Brown.
Tatum for sure. Jaylen Brown, you would hope.
I can't think of the wings.
Yeah, I think it might have to be like a young guy like Brandon Miller or something like that.
Yeah,
like
I could see him being pretty good in 4 years.
Maybe he turns into a Paul George type of guy. And,
You know, he's showing some promise. I could see him.
Maybe Brandon Miller. All right, we'll call that the 3s.
Yeah,
the 2s: Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker. You can go ahead and book both of those right now.
For sure.
Do you think maybe we could convince 41-year-old DeMar DeRozan to play on the team?
No. Probably not. What about the? I don't know. What about the point guards?
Who's the third shooting guard? The
For
third
who?
shooting guard
Oh,
for USA. Oh, what about Desmond Bain?
Maybe we got to see what Memphis is doing.
He seems like
It's a
the type of
possibility.
guy who would do well in international basketball with his like ruggedness and ability to score from 3 levels. You know what I mean? And then point guards, Halliburton,
For sure.
De'Aaron Fox, and Trae Young, maybe.
No LaMelo, right? I don't think you heard me. No LaMelo, right? He'll never
No.
make it.
What?
I said no LaMelo, right? He'll never make
Oh, fuck no.
it.
Yeah.
Hopefully Cooper Flag is good by then. That'd be awesome to see. But I think that
For a
one.
guy who plays 25 games a fucking season, LaMelo Ball does not need to spend like extra time in the summer potentially getting hurt playing FIBA qualifying games. Like,
No, that's true.
no.
That's true. I don't know. Interesting project, but D Book and Anthony Edwards are probably carrying us. Hopefully, it's not a really guard driven game though. I mean, Steph, he did his thing the last 2 games, but LeBron and KD were mostly the ones kind of doing all the work for majority of the tournament.
Honestly, it's not that great of a team. Did you hear that? I don't think it's that great of a team. Like I don't even know the roster that we just named if they win a gold medal. Like
I mean, they're still really good though. They're still really good. Like you gotta think about the other teams though. Like they're but they have the camaraderie and the chemistry.
That this team that we just brought up reminds me of that like Donovan Mitchell. He's the next Dwayne Wade.
No, that's true.
FIBA team that finished like 6th.
That's true. Those guys just don't pass, bro. That's the thing that's missing from their game. Because like KD, LeBron, and Steph, all high IQ, all ball movement guys, all can pass, all can shoot somewhat. LeBron's not the best, but he could be 35 for 30, and it's a closer 3-point. But that's what's missing. I mean, but if you D-Book and Ant, I think kind of have that. Ant's a little selfish at times for me. D-Book sometimes as well. So it's like we just got to see, man, and we'll see. I mean, hopefully, Ja, maybe Zion. Those are like the the actual best players in 4 years. Hopefully, will be like the guys that
Cooper
we get.
Flag.
Yeah, like hopefully it's Cooper Flag. Hopefully,
Lisan Al-Gaib.
But I look, as much as the international game is catching up, honestly,
no, you're not gonna blow past that. Cooper Flag is the chosen one, not just for America, but for white America.
We
haven't had a white American player that's supposed to be this good.
You need to watch him. Watch him at Duke, bro. Watch him at Duke.
I watch him probably a little bit. I can't stand college basketball, but I watched him in that Team USA select team scrimmage.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, I know.
My man was giving everybody buckets. Everybody could get some.
Yeah. Because how tall is he? Like 6'9", 6'8"? What?
Yeah, 6'9", 6'10".
Handle, can jump. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Shout out to him. Hopefully he's good. Hopefully he's the next one up.
Cooper Flag might have gotten those Christian McCaffrey, like, whenever white people make an athletic baby, it has to be the 2 most athletic white people who ever lived for your kid to have a chance.
That is facts.
So
that's
Cooper Flag, his mom is probably like an Olympic fucking pole vaulter, and his dad probably played basketball in Germany, for 12 years or some shit.
No, that's true. I think about that all the time, like with all the sex and shit they be having at the Olympics. I'm just like, go for it, guys. Make a baby, because whatever comes out is about to be a super baby.
Yeah,
I'm down with it. Fuck it up. Did you hear they had like 200,000 condoms
putting together these? Ooh.
at the Olympic Village because they didn't have enough in Tokyo.
I did not see that. I did see that Paris made like the beds out of fucking cardboard and shit.
Oh, I mean, the beds are always bad.
Athletes. But guess what, guys? This is a collection of the most athletic people in the world. I think they know how to fuck standing up. I think they're gonna be okay.
Yeah, the Olympics is such a
probably got some new
man.
shit that
It's
we
just
haven't
so
even
funny,
heard
bro.
about before. I don't think they need
man.
the cardboard beds there.
Yeah. Now Paris was an interesting one, bro, because it was like the opening ceremony was a little wonky. Everybody was complaining about the beds.
First
They
of all-
always complain about the beds, though.
The opening ceremony, I was like, can I get a bouncing ball and some subtitles and somebody tell me what the fuck is going on here? Like, they didn't explain who any of the people were, like what any
They
of the
did not,
words
no.
were in any of the songs, like why they were
Nah.
doing anything. It was just like, here's this bitch singing French opera, and here's Snoop Dogg in the rain.
Nah, you're right, bro, because that was the most research I ever had to do for a fucking opening ceremony. Like that whole time I was just like, what the hell does this mean? What does this mean? What the fuck does this mean? Like Tokyo, they just gave me some drums. Everybody's in unison. They were killing it. I was like, that's cool. France was just doing a lot.
Oh,
They were
come
doing
on,
a
man.
lot.
You know, like fucking China loves that synchronized bullshit. They're like, one thing we're going to tell you about our opening ceremony in Tokyo is everyone going to be matched up and synchronized. The drums,
No, that's true.
if you off by 1/1800 of a second, you're not allowed to have a fucking family for the next 3 generations. No kids.
Nah, Japan is chill, bro. That's China, man. That's China. Japan is way more chill than that. But they're similar. A little
my
similar.
ignorant ass. I thought Hong Kong was in China.
Hong Kong is in
Which
China.
is one of the... Is Hong Kong like the separate country? Or is that Beijing? There's
Yo,
one of them
Hong
that's
Kong
like,
is in China.
They
bro.
have... It's like DC. No, but there's one of the... Is it Beijing or is it Hong Kong? Where it's like Washington, D.C.?
Hong
where it's
Kong
like its
is
own
in
shit?
yeah. Hong Kong is in China, but it's his own thing. I didn't know it was his own thing
Okay.
until the Olympics.
Bro, I didn't know Turkey was pronounced Turkey
Oh,
until this
but
Olympics
also-
either.
also the shit I don't like though is like England be sneaking that shit with the whole Great Britain. They're like, yeah, let's add Wales and fucking all the other countries that are on top of that.
And let's
But
add
in-
India and Australia and all of our other colonies. Like,
But
get
in,
the fuck
but in
out of here.
soccer, they're just like, no, we're England, Wales. You can fuck off. You could add Bale, dumbasses,
And
but whatever.
And they still don't come close to us in China.
Nah, they were killing it this Olympics though. They came in 4th in the medal count. They were like good at odd shit, like diving and shit that I wouldn't
Really?
think they'd be good at. Yeah, like I was like, hey, do your thing,
Right.
do your absolute thing.
Now, if they had like
Diving,
a mushy
track and
peas
field.
competitive eating type of thing.
A lot of the track and field stuff they were killing it too. I was like surprised. Yo, women's game being close
Yeah,
too though.
all
Basketball?
the fucking... It's all the Jamaicans and shit that moved to London.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
They're just recolonizing, Terry. That's the only way to get the athletes.
It's the same thing as America. They'd be like, you can't kill them, you can't man them. Like, y'all are Jamaican.
Yeah, but
Fuck
that's
out.
our history. They try to be slick about it. What do you think? How many medals would they get if they had Phil Neville out there running the 100? Get the fuck out
Jesus.
of here.
They wouldn't even qualify. That shit wouldn't even be anything. Did you watch the women's game that was close as fuck?
The women's basketball or women's soccer?
I can
We're in the gold
assume.
medal game for both of them.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. I can assume. I said, did you watch the women's basketball game? I think you started talking about
Oh
soccer.
yeah, I was asking basketball. No, I was asking women's basketball or women's soccer because we were in the gold medal for both of them.
I
And
watched both of
them were
those.
Close.
Yeah, I watched both of those. They were good games.
I watched the soccer, not the basketball. I mean,
The
like,
basketball
I don't
game
even-
was fire. What the fuck? That's Spiderweb. The
I'm
basketball
not
game was
even gonna
fire,
lie.
bro.
I didn't even know who that girl was on France or whoever who scored like 35 points against us.
Oh, Gabby Williams.
Gabby-
Because her name
yeah.
was Gabby Williams. I was like, she's.
I was like, isn't she
American.
a gymnast or a track like person?
oh, you're thinking Gabby Douglas,
And Gabby Thomas. I
Oh,
confused
yeah.
both of them.
the track and field joint. I mean, but like Gabby. I looked up Gabby Williams. I was like, she's got to be American. So her name is
Is
Gabby Williams.
Right. Is she a
How's she on the French
WNBA
team?
All-Star? Like, I've never heard her name. Before the Olympics, I've never heard it.
I think she is in the WNBA. Yeah, but I don't know if she's cooking. I'd never heard of her. I literally had never heard of her in my life.
How do I know both how do I know both Agumake sisters, but I don't know who Gabby Williams is?
What happened to the Ogumake sisters? I thought they were supposed to be like nice.
Max Kellerman got fired from ESPN. That's what happened to him.
The Pan African man himself, Max Kellerman.
yeah.
Oh yeah, but
putting people
gold
on,
medal
bro.
for the girls, bro. They needed that shit. They needed that because what did they? They didn't even.
It was some Kevin Durant shit, right? Where she like hit a 3 to win a game and her foot was on the line and it was a 2 and they lost.
You're talking about the women's game. You're talking about basketball. My bad. I started talking about soccer for a second. Yeah, kind of. I mean, like it was
cool.
It was over. It was over.
Cool. Let's go back to soccer. Fuck women's international basketball.
No.
Bro,
For that though, I was just gonna say it was just surprising that we only won by 1 point.
Fuck yeah. You look at the teams in the tunnels, like when we played Mexico and shit, and it's like we should be winning the Olympics by 120 points, but just based on what they look like coming off the bus.
I came to play basketball. I feel like they were hella short. Japan. I watched the Japan game. I was like, what am I watching right now? There's not a single woman on this team that's above 5'10". I was like, they're about to get slaughtered.
Yo, China has like some 7-foot bitch who can't run, who just dominates. She like the female Yao Ming, bro.
That's what I should have been betting on. I should have been betting on those games. Dude. Oh, yeah, you're right. 7 feet. I mean, she can't jump. That's unfortunate. She's too tall.
Another opportunity lost.
God, I should have been betting on those games. What was I thinking? I was betting on the fucking men's team covering. By the way, money. Those idiots they didn't really win a bunch of when they played South Sudan again.
Made it a really close game. Yeah, right. They're going to struggle this Olympics. South Sudan has their number. Okay. South Sudan doesn't have an indoor basketball court, but they got our number.
Brother, I'm trying to think because the first game, remember the exhibition game, the spread was 48.5, right? So I was like, that's crazy. I missed that. So I was like, oh man, they won't win by that much, whatever. The second game, the spread was still like 30. I was like, we're not beating them by 30 points. I don't even know what it was. Whatever it was, I won.
These games are too short.
Yeah, it's 40 minutes. Like what it's too competitive for that, man. Everybody's catching up. It's way too competitive for us to be blasting people by 40 and 50 like we did like a couple years, like 8 years ago. They caught up, man.
Yeah, we're not playing Airs Nagovnia no more.
They caught up as much as they can catch up. Like they can beat us if we don't actually bring our best. But like if we bring the best of the best, we might not slaughter everybody, but 20 points in a 40-minute game, that's a slaughter. A 20-point win, a 25-point win. 20 points, 25 points, that's a slaughter in a 40-minute game. Like, come on. Stop it.
Yeah. This college basketball.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the women's gold medal for soccer, because we started to dabble into that a little bit.
USA.
Emma Hayes takes over the team, immediately turns them into winning the gold medal. They look 10 times better. Still a lot of shit to be ironed out, obviously. But what do you think about like the women's performance in this Olympics and what you saw from Emma Hayes in this new look U.S. women's national team squad?
Dude, I absolutely loved it. They played completely different. I think, first of all, the player, the roster, one of the best rosters I've seen. I'm so glad that they got rid of the old regime, get them out of there. Like, because from watching the last World Cup, horrible. Just absolutely horrible. Like, we beat, in the first group stage game, it was USA versus Thailand. And I think it was 3-0. That's when I knew we were in trouble. And I was watching the game, I was like, the touches were bad.
Yeah.
We couldn't string together like 5 passes. I was like, this is about to be a problem. And it was.
Looked like they couldn't beat my fucking girls team freshman in high school. They looked terrible. And I was like, how are we only up 3-0?
3-0 is crazy. So like I'm glad that we had the the Holy Trinity or whatever they want to call it, the front three line, Sophia Smith,
They
Trinity
made up
Rodman,
some
and
terrible name for themselves. I can't remember what it is, but they're like,
I forgot what they said.
It was something like coffee related or like
Oh,
Starbucks
triple
related.
espresso.
And I was just like, okay.
It's triple espresso.
okay.
It's triple espresso. No X.
That's a terrible fucking name. That's
Weird name. Oh, they're all black. Let's call them.
Heard of.
They're all light skinned and black. Let's call them something brown. Triple espresso. Oh yeah. Jesus Christ, dude. This is insane.
They chose that, man. Don't put that on Emma Hayes. Don't put that on white people.
Nah.
They were proud to be triple espresso, but they got to get a better PR campaign or something. I think they thought this is going to turn into like some Keurig Pods commercials or some shit, but I don't think that's in the cards.
I saw some of the ads for them on Instagram. They had some shit like that. But besides that, I mean, like tactically, it seemed like we could do multiple things. We could, of course, they got the speed, so they can kind of play the long ball. They could also like do the tiki-taka kind of pass, string 10, 15 passes in a row. They could counter attack. They could do almost everything with this squad. So I really liked it. I liked all the players that she chose. You could tell immediately, they just looked better.
Much more modern shape too. Like did a much better job of like using the goalkeeper in a build-up phase and pushing one of the like outside backs all the way up to become a winger.
Yep.
And so you create that like 4 in the back with the 2 center backs and 1 outside back and a goalkeeper and allow you to have like a free player on the forward line. And then in the final third, like they played that Man City, that 3-4-3 box, you know what I mean? Where they got 3 pinning players and 2 roamers. And it just looked like a much more modern, like it looks like what soccer resembles in the Premier League in Spain at the highest level, like tactically. And it looked like somebody who's adjusting to the times and kind of it was the meta now, so to speak, that so many teams are trying to copy. Yeah. But it was good to see them at least modernize and lean into their players' strengths instead of being like, we're going to build this team around fucking Megan Rapinoe, who's 38 years old.
that was
kick a penalty into the.
That was crazy. That was such a waste. Look, I love Megan. She was good for a long time, but like at 38, it's over, bro. Like that shit is done. Besides that, yeah, it looked like they had a nice, proper training camp and they were cohesive. It didn't seem like. Also, I don't recall any of the pregame shit because remember the last one they were still kneeling, for the flag. I don't know if they were still doing that or not. I'm not sure, but like, they just kind of kept it.
That's the other thing.
Soccer.
Yeah, it's like they're not trying to make a statement bigger than soccer. They're like,
it was no agendas. They're just
we lost to Netherlands, we lost to Sweden. We're here to win, not to spread some international message about our American values.
Yeah, which I mean, like
the other thing I will say about this team that was a big change for me that I thought was really impressive was the play of Germa. She might be the best women's defender I've ever seen. And I'm just going to say it. She's the best women's defender I've ever seen, and it's not particularly close.
You think so?
Replacing like 38-year-old Sauerbrunn with a dynamic 24-year-old who is faster than the other team's forwards, is unflappable under pressure, calm under the ball, will carry the ball into the second level, like can move defenders with her eyes and then make a pass somewhere else. Like she to me is like if Rudiger didn't have just episodes of being a dumbass, he would be Germa if he was a girl. Yeah, she's amazing.
No, she's really good. She's really good. She reminded me of Julie Ertz a little bit. I was like, oh yeah, she can pass because Julie Ertz, like in regular soccer for her club team, plays defensive mid, but then for the national team, started playing center back. And I was like, oh, she's with the ball. She doesn't panic. She doesn't just kick it out. Sauer, however you say her fucking name, I know exactly what you're talking about, but she probably shouldn't even have made the last World Cup roster. Legend. Everyone that was in the last World Cup, all fucking legends, but they were all past their prime. Like it's tough for the body. Past 35, 36, that's tough to continue to stay at a high level, especially with the other countries catching up and like putting a lot of money into the women's game in these other countries that are actual powerhouses. Because we're just American women's powerhouse soccer players. The men's side, absolute garbage for years, like 50 years of trash. So it's like they put a little bit of money in, they're going to catch up. So we can't just be like, oh, legends, do your thing. You know, this is a farewell tour. Get your ass left with that farewell tour. Hopefully, we do well in the World Cup. Keep the coach we got now. But I was happy.
They're going to be all right, man. U.S. women's team definitely moving in the right direction. Finally, it looks like our men's team is moving in the right direction, too. I want to give a big shout out to Tim Weah for punching that guy in the back of the head and setting this entire chain of motion or chain of events into action. Bearhalter's fired. We end up getting Mauricio Pochettino, who the last time we talked, Terry, I said was not a good fit for this U.S. job. I since then have come around a bit. I think at the end of the day, like, he's going to have to get back to his roots to coach the U.S. Like, don't try to coach the style that you had at Chelsea that was wide open and allowed the most expected goals in the whole Premier League last season. Go back to what you were doing with Espanyol when you were beating Barcelona with a team full of nobodies, and what he was doing at Southampton, where he still has the record for like most average miles run by a team in a Premier League season. Like, it's 15 something or whatever kilometers a game, which is 2 kilometers higher than the next highest team in history. Like, that needs to be the blueprint for this U.S. national team. Condense the field, use our athleticism, press them hellaciously, and try to win the field tilt and play the whole game in their half, and just make them play like long balls over your head and chase everything fucking down. But this Chelsea, swashbuckling, both of our fullbacks get up and we just have 2 center backs back type of style, that ain't gonna work. You have to be more pragmatic playing international soccer than you are for club.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. It's just, I don't know. Love the name. It's a cool, nice brand, pretty name that's at the top, but he's very player friendly. So I'm worried, like, is he going to be a bit too soft like he usually is? Like, he's super, super player friendly. Hopefully he's kind of just puts the foot in the ass and just is like, hey, guys, I expect you to do this. If you don't do it, you're not going to fucking play. But I think it's easy for us. Look at the personnel.
The opposite, actually, about Pochettino, that he's
really
that he's a big disciplinarian.
That's what I heard for just Chelsea and PSG. I don't know about the other stuff, but just from listening to a bunch of podcasts recently about
at least what I heard from Tottenham fans is that, like, there was always a player that he had like on the outs or in the doghouse. Like every month he'd have like a new guy who'd be like,
"Who do you think that'll be for us?"
Gio Reyna. Hopefully.
I feel like it'll be McKennie.
No, you're actually right, because Weston McKennie, Pochettino, he wants to play a 4-2-3-1. I don't see how McKennie fits in that setup. I don't think
he needs to play right back, like we were talking about before.
Exactly.
The Serginho Dest shit is done. Like, I love him. Offensively he can do some things, but defensively it's just too many, mess ups. It's just too many, like, I went too far forward. I can't get back. Oh, I lost track of the guy in the back post. Oh, goal. I don't need that. I need McKennie. I need athleticism. I need a little bit of speed. I need a different game.
I don't think he has a place in midfield under Pochettino.
Probably not. I would say probably not. Like, I like his skills when he's at the top of his game. He's pretty skillful. He can play the long ball. He can shoot. He can do almost everything. But if it's not there that night, it looks really bad, man. So I'd rather him just do less at right back. Go ahead.
I'd like to see that double pivot have like a destroyer and then like a ball carrier, or like
who is the destroyer?
Like deep line.
Adams, I guess.
It's Adams. He's the destroyer. He's terrible on the ball. He's great at like stopping counterattacks and running side to side and putting out fires and shit. But we need for every dude you have like that, you also need a guy like Frankie de Jong who's gonna like come in the pockets and carry the ball forward. Or
is that Musa?
I think it's Musa.
He played terribly in the Copa.
He did.
Absolutely terrible.
He also played very sparingly and was like,
Yeah, I don't know if he was hurt or something. It was confusing.
Yeah, he's one of the most talented players on the team. I think that's the way going forward is Adam and Musa in the middle. You let Adams destroy everything, break up all the counterattacks. You let Musa find those gaps in between the lines and turn and carry the ball forward, into the other half.
Yeah,
But
I expect a lot from
I'm
him,
excited, man. I expect a lot from this team. Like the young talent that we have. We just watched Spain play a 16-year-old at right
Mhm.
wing in the Euros, and he was
Yamal.
probably one of their two best players in the tournament.
He's a beast.
This Caven Sullivan guy that we got that just signed for Manchester City, he's going to be 16, 17 when this World Cup comes up. I wouldn't rule out, him playing a part in that as well. Got a lot of young players in the pipeline. It's going to be up to Pochettino to kind of identify who's ready and who's not, and get these guys blooded, because we're not playing a meaningful game until the World Cup. Like, we have no tournaments.
Yeah.
We got no Gold Cups, no Shields, no nothing. It's just fucking friendlies. So now's the time to figure out what these young guys can do and kind of construct the right type of chemistry that you need going into a World Cup on home soil.
I see we play Mexico coming up soon. I think in October or something like that.
Dude, at this point, we could put our fucking U19s out there and they beat Mexico. Mexico's shambles.
Except for the young guys. The young guys are always good. They just beat us in the what was that, the World Cup or was CONCACAF something? I forget what that was. It was like U19 or U20 or something. We just lost 2-1.
Mexico should just start their U19 team.
Yo, dead ass? I feel like they actually should. But yeah, I mean, the roster actually coming up, man. There's rooms, guys. There's room. There's some spots that are not super solidified. It's a new coach. It's not going to be the same old. So
where's really concerning
Rise up in the ranks. Show coach what you got, man.
I got 3 spots in particular that make me really worried.
Which spots?
Number 1, goalkeeper.
Yeah, I'm tired of my boy. I love the story. It was cool, but you got to go. With all due respect, you can't be what the highlights I saw from him playing in college and be my goalie now. I don't give a fuck how much you can improve. There's some things that you just have to be already great at. And he's just he's good at saving, but the other shit is a problem.
Yeah. And when you panic every single time somebody plays a pass back to your feet and either turn it over right on the top of your box in a premium scoring zone or shank that shit out of bounds, not even under pressure, you just can't have it in today's game, man. Especially if your team wants to play passes out of the back and have a build-up phase and not just go over the top. These days, you have to have a goalkeeper who can use his feet.
Yeah. Plus, bro, it doesn't even have to be the immediate turnover. When you get to this level, when the players are this fucking good, literally just clearing it when you don't have to, and we lose it, even if they get the ball in their end, that can still come back down our throat. They can fucking pass it, keep the ball again for another 15, 20 minutes. We're dead ass tired when we should have been taking a break trying to pass. They score a goal, literally just off exhaustion. I love him. His shot saving ability is awesome, but Zach Steffen, you fucked me, huh? Yeah. We need somebody else to step up.
We'll see if we can rehabilitate Zach Steffen, who made one high-profile error, and then we're like, we'll never see him again.
We always do that.
He's the only goalkeeper who's not allowed to make mistakes.
Ochoa. We got rid of Ochoa, too.
Ethan Horvath and Matt Turner can make 15 game-costing mistakes.
Brad Guzan, he made a decent amount of mistakes, too. We kept him for a while.
But we freeze out the fucking best goalie that we have, probably. So that's my number one problem is goalkeeper. Number 2 is center back, whoever's playing alongside Chris Richards. I don't know who it's going to be.
I feel like it's going to be Miles Robinson or Carter Vickers.
I think it's ultimately going to be one of those two. I'm praying to God it's not Tim Ream or Walker Zimmerman.
By that point, Zimmerman will probably be a bit too old.
Or Mark McKenzie.
Something. McKenzie's he's hard to watch. He's a tough one.
Yeah,
I get scared when he gets the ball.
I do too. And to be honest, I'm an Atlanta United fan. I've watched Miles Robinson for a long time. He's good, but he's suffered since his injury. He's not the same athletically. He's not great on the ball and can turn the ball over. If they're pressing us high in our own half, he'll have some bad giveaways. And it's the same thing with Carter Vickers, who also has a propensity for bad fouls in the box that lead to penalties.
It's that Scottish shit. Been playing with Scotland too long. They just you ever watch the Scottish Premier League? They be fouling the shit out of each other, bro.
I do not.
I've heard it was probably like a month ago, maybe not a month ago. I forget when I was watching, but it might have been like it was Celtic Rangers, I believe. And I was just watching this fucking mud field trauma. I was like, yo, they were just fouling it. I was like, is this AFCON? Like, am I watching AFCON right now? They were fouling the hell out of each other like every 2 minutes. I was like, what's going on right now? Are they about to fight? I thought they were about to fight each other.
Carter Vickers getting ready for our next game against Honduras in the fucking mud bowl where the refs don't call no fouls.
Well, who do you think's going to be the guy ultimately?
I agree with you. I think it'll be Miles Robinson or Carter Vickers.
Where's Miles Robinson playing at right now? Fulham?
I think he got Cincinnati.
Is he in Cincinnati?
I think so.
So the other Robinson is at Fulham.
Yeah,
the left-footed guy.
I got no problems with him. He's locked in.
I like
He's
him.
Definitely gonna be on the fucking team.
He reminds me of that other dude. I can't remember the light-skinned left back we had like years back. But I think you know who I'm talking about. I just can't remember his name. But yeah, I like Miles Robinson. He's good.
I can't remember him either, so he must be way better than whoever the fuck that guy is. Jedi was Fulham's player of the season this year.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I like him, but I really wish, like, he looks like he started playing soccer at like 12. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you heard exactly what I said, but like I said, he looks like he just started playing at 12.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And he needs somebody to play in the half space on the left and not drift wide because he has no right foot. Like, he can't underlap at all. He has to overlap every single time. So whatever winger plays on that side, or in this case, attacking midfielder, which would actually work well for him. You know, if it's Pulisic there and he's cutting into his right foot, that's a good look. But if it's another guy who keeps trying to drift into that same space, he's just kind of redundant.
It's not even like the tactics, bro. It's he literally cannot use his fucking laces. Like, I rarely see him use the outside of his foot. He only uses the inside of his left foot for basically everything he does. He uses the inside of his left foot for everything, bro. Like, he doesn't use any other part of soccer. It's like, bro, teach this dude how to do other shit. He can be really good. I like the way he plays. He reminds me of Grant so much.
He reminds me of light-skinned Wan-Bissaka so much.
Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, where he's like a really good defender in space. Yeah. He's like great stopping transitions, falls asleep at the back post, and offers nothing going forward for the most part. You know, so, but even still, he'll have a place in the team. I'm not as concerned about him as I am about right back, which is my final question mark.
Got to be McKinney, bro.
We talked about McKinney there. He's going to have to lose some weight if he wants to play in that spot full time and improve his fitness. Like, there's just no two ways to slice it. He did really good for Juve playing as a wing back, but that was playing with fucking 3 or 5 in the back. And that's a different level of responsibility, you know, that you have to have compared to playing 4 in the back as a fullback. So hopefully they move McKinney there, but like if they keep it like it is, I do not have confidence in Joe Scally or Sergino Dest to lock that down. And that's why I was concerned about Pochettino originally, bro, because it's like, if you want to play this really risky, high-pressing style where both fullbacks overlap and are in the other team's like end line and shit like that, you're going to be wide open with these guys in transition. And if you're dependent on Serginho Dest or Joe Scally to recover as soon as the ball is lost and get back or make a tactical foul to stop the counterattack, good luck.
No, that's true. That's true. I don't know. I'm excited, though. I am excited. I am too. Your boy's out of there now, so we're good to go. Now we don't have to talk about his record being impeccable and it's hard to get him out of the spot and all that type of shit. So I'm excited he's here.
His record being impeccable, didn't win once against a top 20 team not named Mexico. Impeccable record. Impeccable record in the UFC, kicking his fucking wife in the back of the legs. Sweep the leg, bear halter. That should have been their fun. That should have been their rallying cry during the World Cup. It should have been sweep the leg, not don't tread on us or any of that bullshit. Cobra Kai, USA, no mercy.
That's facts. That's facts.
But yeah, nonetheless, like, despite how we think about the tactical fit and all that other type of stuff, at the end of the day, he's a top 10 coach in the world, at least in terms of his resume. And this is a big get for the U.S., and it opens doors for us in the future to get other big name guys. If he comes here and has success, you know, who knows what will happen to some of these other great managers at the end of their careers, where they're like, you know, I would really love to work 3 months a year instead of busting my ass every single day coaching club soccer.
No, that's facts. They might, but I don't know. I mean, we still gotta show up. It's tough because we don't have any tournaments and stuff, man. So we'll see, man. You know, hosting is tough, especially in our position. We're not great.
Hopefully, because he's here, we'll be able to get like some more high profile friendlies. You know what I mean? Just because of his cachet, and get to actually play some good teams in the run to the World Cup, instead of doing what we always do and be like, if we're going to play Poland, they're going to be our toughest test.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, also, shout out to Chelsea and Todd Bowley, who are like kind of paying for Pochettino to come to the U.S. Did you read anything about that?
No, what happened?
Like, he has like a non-compete clause basically when he left Chelsea that he can't work in like club soccer and stuff like that, but it's still open for international soccer. And the reason that like we're able to get a guy like this without paying him a crazy amount is Chelsea are going to still be paying him for the next 2 years while he coaches U.S. soccer. And Todd Bowley, who you know, owns Chelsea, is also looking to like have him make up a bunch of that money through sponsorships and shit. And Chelsea are waiting on their next kit sponsor because they're going to give a portion of whoever sponsors Chelsea's kit. They're going to give a portion of that endorsement money to Pochettino, even though he's not with Chelsea anymore.
Dang, yo, Chelsea is out here with the financial, like, they be killing it.
Yeah, Todd Bowley is like, dude, 2 feet in for America, dog. I'll do whatever it takes. I don't fuck with Chelsea, but shouts to you, man. I appreciate what you did for us, dog.
No, that's dope. I did not hear about that. That's awesome.
That's how we got Messi. They're like, dude, we can't pay you $40 million to play for Inter Miami, but we can give you a piece of the payment rights. We can give you a piece of the Spotify. We give you a piece of the Apple TV. And so that's what they're doing with Pochettino. So whoever's next on Chelsea's jersey, he's going to be getting a piece of that to go coach for America.
That's dope, bro.
Y'all.
I love it. Absolutely.
You know what else I love, Terry? I can't believe it's taken us 53 minutes to get to this, considering I'm in all Atlanta Falcons regalia here. I have not been this excited for a season since the season that we went to the Super Bowl. This week, my Atlanta Falcons made 2 earth-shattering moves, picking up All-Pro Matt Judon and All-Pro Justin Simmons. Now, we might have one of the best secondaries in the whole NFL with 3 All-Pros. AJ Terrell's been All-Pro in the last 3 years. Jesse Bates is the best safety in the league last year. Justin Simmons was All-Pro like the last 4 years. We got Grady Jarrett, Onyemata, and Matthew Judon on that defensive line. 3 Pro Bowlers on the defensive line. 3 Pro Bowlers in the secondary. And
you don't think about their age?
Cousins, who's taken over from Marcus Mariota and fucking Desmond Ridder.
You don't think y'all are too old? You don't think y'all are too old?
Who?
Like Judon,
He's
Simmons.
32? He turns 32 like in the next week. Like, I'm about to turn 33.
Kirk Cousins?
Also, the older you get, the more you be like, oh, 31 is not past his prime. 31 is right smack dab in the middle. When I was 24, I was like, he's 31. I won't even look at him for career mode on FIFA. Now that I'm about to be 33, I'm like, this guy who's 37 has some good years left.
Yeah, no. We can't compare any age. We can't compare any age thing to FIFA for you because you only love fucking 16, 17, 18, 19-year-olds. You're like, is there another 14-year-old coming up in the ranks? Because I want that guy. He's a 68. He's 14. Oh, yeah. You'll literally develop a dude to be a 96, and then you'll be like, but there's this 16-year-old. Wait, Terry, I'm telling you, he's a fucking 75 right now at 16. He could be a 99. I'm like, no, the fuck he can't. Just play with this dude. He's good. Get this kid off my field.
Terry,
Anyways.
I've learned from my ways. All right, in my latest FIFA save, I'm starting Messi and Olivier Giroud 3 years into my fucking career mode. Okay.
That's hilarious. You have changed. But yeah, no, the Falcons are looking good, man. The Falcons are definitely looking good, bro. For sure. I'm excited for both of our teams, man. The Bears are looking a little promising. The Falcons are looking good.
Yeah, man. I mean, we'll get to the Bears in a second, but like, are the Falcons a legit contender now after making these moves in your eyes?
For sure, because you got to look at your division as well. Like the Panthers are pretty bad. The Bucks, they made the playoffs, but last year everyone sucked. The Saints lost a lot of people from their team. They were like supposed to be the fucking sneak up team last year, but they ain't sneaking on nobody this year. I think they're gonna suck. Based on the division alone, I think the Falcons have a big shot. I think the Falcons have a really big shot. They got it. Hopefully. We'll see. Let me check the over-under. I don't want to do anything drastic until, we do our big NFL show. But
I'm right in line with you, man. And so is Vegas. According to Vegas, the Falcons have the third best odds of any team in the NFL to win their division, only behind the Chiefs and the Niners. And we fucking sucked last year. So that means we've improved our team this offseason more than any team in the NFL. And the proof is in the pudding. Adding a Pro Bowler in Kirk Cousins, adding a Pro Bowler in Matthew Judon, adding a Pro Bowler in Jesse Bates.
Is that worth the bet? You guys are minus 170 to make the playoffs. So if you bet $1, you win $170.
Dude, I'm about to go put some money on it right now. Honestly, as soon as we signed Matthew Judon, I knew we were going to get Justin Simmons too. And so, like, that morning, I was like, oh, let me go and make a futures bet for the Falcons and everything before these fucking odds go up. And I forgot to do it. I got caught up in other bullshit. And now I'm sure I'm going to get way worse odds than before we had signed those two guys.
Yeah, you might be right.
It is what it is, man. The Bears, bro, Matthew Judon, he had a choice to go to the Bears or the Falcons. Obviously, he chose the Falcons, but a lot of optimism down there in Chicago as well as in Atlanta. You guys are on Hard Knocks. We're getting an inside look at the painted fingernail man himself throwing darts to guys all over the field. Roma Dunze is, getting open every single play. You got the best wide receiver core in the NFL.
Whoa, I don't know about that. They're good.
Who's better?
Anybody who has a really good receiver on the team. The Dolphins. I like Justin Jefferson. Give me like one person that's an absolute stud. Like, I don't think DJ Moore's top 10. He's good. No, DJ Moore's not a top 10 receiver. Come on, bro. Like, he performed Adams, like it last year. Jefferson, Chase.
I mean, has DJ Moore ever had a top 15 quarterback?
No, probably never. Nah, for sure.
He looked pretty damn good with Justin Fields just throwing it fucking deep. Like, I think he's a pretty good bet to go off.
I mean, yeah, last year, because Justin Fields just drops back. He's like, all right, DJ. DJ! Hopefully he does well for the Steelers. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Caleb does look good, though. But I'm excited. I'm just ready. I haven't been excited in a minute.
Have you seen any of the Hard Knocks?
No, I told you I was going to binge it because I hate fucking waiting for shit. I'm binging a bunch of episodes in a row, and I'll catch up. But
the talent looks really good. I will say, Terry, a couple red flags popping up.
Oh yeah. All right, don't spoil it for me. But you know how fucking Hard Knocks is, though. If you ever catch yourself watching Hard Knocks, you're like, oh, this team's going to win the Super Bowl. Every time.
That's fast. I'm not going to give you any specifics, but I will tell you my concerns. There's something different about Caleb Williams, and it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. And, like, he doesn't relate naturally to his teammates, and that's very apparent from, you know what I mean, the behind-the-scenes type of shit. Okay. Like, he's just a different dude marching to the beat of his own drum. He don't really care about taking nobody else with him. Like, I'm going to go my own path, and you guys can follow me if you want, but, like, I don't care if you come or if you go. I'm not sure if we've seen quarterbacks with that type of disposition succeed before. And then the second one is the head coach, Matt Eberflus. If that's his name, Eberflus.
Yeah.
This guy's speeches are some of the worst fucking speeches that I've ever heard, bro.
Oh, really?
When he's addressing the team, there are guys in the back row like, it's bad. It's like how to coach the idiot's guide to coaching, and they tell you like the most basic shit that you would tell players in like Pop Warner fucking football, and he's like preaching it to grown men like they've never fucking heard it before, like they're little kids. I'm like, there's something about this Eberflus guy. He's not connecting with the team. The quarterback's not connecting to the team. All the talent looks fucking amazing, but just from a personality standpoint, being the Bill Simmons body language detective or whatever.
Yep.
I'm getting some
looks
red
a little
flags.
crazy, huh? I got you.
A couple red flags.
Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe.
But
I don't know.
Don't let me dampen your excitement for the upcoming season, Terry, because I'm excited that you're excited. Because I've waited over a decade for you to give a shit about the Chicago Bears and the NFL. And that moment is finally here.
They've only been good
away from you.
We've been good one season out of these last 10. So it's like, you're not going to keep my attention with that shit. Because I'm an avid soccer, like a Premier League soccer watcher. So it's like, I got other shit I can watch. I don't have to fucking watch the Bears suck ass. You know what I'm saying? I can just go on with my fucking Sunday. Have a good old time, you know? Because if you think about it, in those 10 years since the Bears have sucked, Man City has won like 6 championships. So I've been having a grand old time watching soccer. The Bears can go over there with that sucky shit. I'm good on that. My Cubs won a fucking World Series in 2016. Man City's won 6 championships. The Knicks are really good right now, and they've actually been looking good the last couple of years. And we had Melo during this time, so fuck off. But now I'm back. Now I might be a 4-sport watcher. This is crazy. A little bit. Well, the Cubs sucked this year, but yeah, I'm a 3-sport watcher.
5-sport watcher. Don't forget Santi caught you undercover at a hockey game.
What? What did you say?
I said you're a 4-sport or a 5-sport watcher. Don't forget Santi caught you undercover at a hockey game in the fucking parking lot.
Undercover is crazy.
Yo, you said you've been watching Man City every Sunday. You watched the opening game against Chelsea?
Yep. Throttle.
What you think?
We killed him. Shout out to City, bro. Hey, man, look, there's only one thing I can say about the game. Chelsea has some problems they need to fix, but we already know that. You know, still kind of a new team. City kind of looks like their usual self. I will say this. What? Go ahead. What were you about to say?
You said they got a new team. They have a squad of 75 guys who are under 23 years old, and they keep buying more and more players.
Yeah,
I saw somebody, they posted a graphic for the Man City-Chelsea game, and it said 115 charges against 115 players.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm just going to enjoy this last season because I think this is probably like the last season before all the charges go through and we'll be in fucking League 2 or whatever the fuck league, you know, with Sunday League. They might be, I might never see them for the next 7 years.
You're going to be in the RC Cola Championship.
Because Pep is gone after this year. I think De Bruyne is, he was looking for somewhere to go. I don't know about everybody else. We lost Julian Alvarez. You know, for no reason. It's weird, man. It's just gonna be a weird season. But
what did City show you from opening night though?
They didn't it wasn't like the full squad though. So like it just shows the squad depth. That's all. It wasn't anything crazy. Because like Phil Foden didn't start, Kyle Walker didn't play. I don't think the back line's gonna be Ruben Diaz and Akanji. John Stones didn't play.
Unfortunately, preseason starlet Oscar Bob tore his fucking ACL.
Yeah.
I mean, out for the year. It looked like he had a chance to be a starter up there on one of those wing spots or the interior.
But
antagonist
Savinho.
Oh, God,
however you say that guy.
I told you you're gonna
the guy that plays right wing for us right now, the Brazilian kid. He's really fucking good.
I told you you're gonna fucking like his ass, man.
Yeah,
coming from
I saw him for Brazil. I was like, oh, this dude's pretty good. And but he went against Cucurella. Like, let's be honest.
Cucurella, though, is playing fucking great since he came back from Spain. Like,
he was getting cooked this game, but he's good for Spain. He has to have the right people around him. Like, you can't have him isolated. He was too isolated like that whole game. It was too many one-on-ones.
Dude,
that's not his game.
I completely disagree. I thought he
You think he got as a one-on-one defender?
Dude,
go ahead.
He shut Doku the fuck down to the point where he moved to the other side. Like, him and Savinho were like, let's switch. Because Doku could not fucking beat this man. And the goal
maybe I missed some shit.
Everyone keeps seeing the goal where, like, Erling Haaland pushes him out of the way and dinks it over the joint.
Yeah.
First of all, why is the left back the one tracking the center forward's run between two center backs from 40 yards away?
Get out the way.
That's not his problem to begin with. That was Chelsea's dumbass center backs who allowed him to split them.
Get out of there. Get out that space. If you don't want to be a part of it, move. What the fuck? Well, get out of here.
That's what Doku and Savinho did. Doku was like, hey, Pep, because originally I liked the plan for Pep. He was like, we're going to play, instead of inverted wingers, we're going to have natural wingers. And we're going to put some balls in this box for Haaland to get on the end of.
No, I got you.
And,
well, I think also
it didn't work.
No, it didn't. But I think also, like, a part of the whole Doku Savinho thing is, like, as much as I love these wingers, as much as I really, really love these wingers, I don't know why they can't naturally just play on the side that their, strong foot is on. Like, Doku can't play on the right. Foden can't play on the left. Savinho can't play on the left. Like, God forbid your boy Rafinha. If you ask fucking Rafinha to play on the left, he'll just look at you like, no, like, I'm not doing that. I don't understand these dudes that can't just play on your strong side. You don't know how to go down the line and cross? I don't get it. It's confusing to me. But, whatever.
No, and we saw that from Doku over and over again, where he got to the byline and then crossed out of bounds or right to the goalkeeper, or it just looked terrible. Like, his whole body position, everything is coming off the top of his toes. He's not moving his hips to, like, hit it with the. Yeah, it was bad. But I think the idea of it is a good one, because if you do have that natural width all the way on both sides. Now De Bruyne can roam in that left attacking mid spot, and Foden can roam, and Haaland has free reign in the box in a lot of delivery. Yeah. I think the guy who was really key to it all was Rico Lewis, who ended up, when Doku and Savinho switched, he went from kind of being like a inverted fullback like Alexander Arnold or
like
Zinchenko.
A defensive mid,
to actually playing out wide. It was overlapping. It was putting good crosses in the box. It was making good use of the width. I think he unlocked a ton of stuff for you guys and kind of changed the game with his performance.
No, he's really good on the ball.
To your point earlier about Kyle Walker, I wonder at this point of his career if Pep might consider transitioning him to play center back. Because he offers so little going forward.
He's really bad in the air.
Like, Rico Lewis looks so good in that spot, coming in the midfield pockets and popping up out wide and overlapping and recovering with his pace and everything to stop counters. Like, I don't know if you can just put Walker in over him and it looks the same. I really don't.
When you put Walker in, it's different. Like, I have seen him in a 3-back. I'm not in love with it. Plus, like, we're not good in the air anyways. Like, I don't know the exact stats, but when you watch the fucking game,
Gavardiol is good, but everyone else
he's
is,
like, Diaz is always getting fucking bodied. He's always putting his fucking leg in, trying to fucking, because some center forward's bodying him out. But I don't know, man. Look, Pep does what he does, bro. I believe in him now. I would I have liked to have more than one Champions League, championship? Yeah, but who am I to complain? We haven't won that shit.
Maybe this is the year. Like you said, they got 1 year before the charges come. Everyone's speculating Pep's contract is going to be up, everything. I think there's like a collective understanding, like, this is our last push with this group, and it's not going to be the same next year. Yeah. So maybe they get it done. Lord knows I'll be praying for them too.
Yeah. We'll see,
Real Madrid, the likely Champions League final once again.
Dude, I'm not looking forward to the new FIFA with Mbappe and fucking Vinicius Jr. And every single person you go play online is going to be Real Madrid. It's about, like, I'm going to have to play with Real Madrid. I literally, because I don't have a new controller, so I stopped playing because my right trigger just keeps getting stuck in sprint position. So I was like, I'm gonna just stop because I kept
just ruined the whole game.
Yeah.
Impossible.
I kept losing, so I was like, all right, let me just stop because I had a good record. I was like 120 and 27, and then the controller broke. Now I'm like 140 and 58. So I was like, all right, let me just get off. Like before I completely just break everything in my house, I'm just gonna have to take a break because I was getting really mad. But yeah, man, because after a while, I was like, I just gave up. I literally just gave up. I was like, I'm gonna just fucking pick France and start every black person, and I'm gonna just fucking sprint. But now I'm just like, you know what? Just let me get off the game. Next year, it's gonna be a problem. Hopefully, all these other new games come up into something. Go ahead.
You gotta do what I do and like pick a 4-star team and then set the matchmaking to the same star level. So I don't play anybody with 5-star teams.
No, that's true. It is fun to do that.
I play online with like USA more than anybody.
Yeah, it is fun to do that. That is Madrid is the team that you
Feyenoord. I play with Feyenoord a lot too.
Yeah, Madrid is a team.
More fun to me to play those type of teams.
Madrid, France, and PSG are probably the teams I see most of the time because I play with AC Milan.
Nobody uses Spain, the European champions who just blew past everybody. Nobody uses Spain.
It's weird, man, because like I haven't seen a lot of different teams, and I'm in Division. I think I'm in Division 1 still right now. I'm not sure. I think when I stopped, I might be in Division 2. But besides the point, we're just talking shit. But it is weird to. What? Go ahead.
Sorry,
I feel like people used to play with different teams, but they don't do it anymore.
I played online yesterday, and I just fucked with this guy so hard. I scored from the opening kickoff, and then I switched to 5 in the back and just passed the ball around for the rest of the game.
Who do you play with mostly? Oh, you said Feyenoord, you said?
I play a lot with Feyenoord. I play with USA.
This guy's a dick.
You said Feyenoord? Yeah, Feyenoord, Girona, USA.
Okay. Yeah. Because like I'll be trying to do that, but you're right. I probably should change the settings. I never do that.
Crystal Palace is a good one too. Okay. And then you actually get like good games. It'll be like Crystal Palace against Sporting Lisbon or some shit. And you'll be like, all right. You know, this guy isn't just going to play the lofted through balls over the top the entire game when my defender. I'm pressing sprint, but I see he doesn't start to sprint until 10 steps into his fucking run.
That makes sense. You know, because I haven't gotten like super frustrated because I just got the game like 2 months ago. If I would have gotten it, you know, when it came out, I probably would have already, you know, changed everything. But I haven't played a lot of games.
Like how I play and everything, like I don't do a lot of dribbling shit and like I don't play like the YouTubers online and shit where I'm chaining fucking 5-star skill moves into juggling over somebody into a nutmeg. Like I don't do that shit.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They need to do something about that shit, though. They need to do something about that shit. Because it's like just because someone flicks it in the air, you got to be able to hit the ball.
That's the best part about playing 4-star teams is nobody has these trickster pluses and all these cheesy assholes who can do fucking the FIFA street moves in the middle of a regular soccer game.
Dude, like I love that they did the play styles. I don't know if they did it in 23. You know, you've had all the games. Did they have that play styles in 23?
No, not really. They had the traits, the old school shit.
This play style shit, if you got that anything plus,
OP,
you're just awesome at it. It's like, yo, chill out. Like it's a little too much. I don't have a problem with it because Liao is just a fucking monster. Like it's fine, and he's big too. Like I love Mbappe and Vinicius. They're super fast. You know that's fine. But honest to God, what I usually do is I'm gonna fucking just take a bunch of yellow cards. I don't care. I'm just gonna take a yellow card, sub out that defender. Take it. Like shout out to FIFA for putting in 7 substitutes. Yellow cards for everybody, baby. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna frustrate the fuck out of you. But
bro, I don't know who you playing online, but every time I give up a free kick, they score. Every fucking time. So I cannot foul because guys are knuckling in 40-yard free kicks up or 9.
Just run back to the line. That moves everyone back towards the goal. Once you run your defender to the line, every single person's like, oh, this guy's in line. Everybody, let's go up because we're all stupid. No one does that in real life. Just because I'm on the goal line, every single player is like, oh, I guess we can get closer to the goal now. It's just 18 people blocking the fucking goal. It's stupid as shit.
Yeah, it's dumb as fuck. So then they just make a like square pass and tap it in the net. Like it's
I don't know.
easy to beat.
It never works. I guess it's just too crowded. I'm not sure. This year's though,
I'm
I
getting
think
fucked.
this year and last year's
free
defending.
kicks.
Yeah, the free kicks are too easy this year. Honestly, they really are. But this year and last year's defending is tough. It really is. It's tough as shit. The defending this year is really tough. Like,
yeah, what I had to learn about this year is I use like the.
I don't.
You're on
one-on-one
Xbox,
defense
right?
is almost impossible.
You're on Xbox, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had to start using A more than the fucking tackle button.
Like, yeah. The pull and tuck shit.
Yeah, just pull them and push them out of the way. Like,
yeah,
I probably do that 75% of the time, and I only like tackle rarely. I had to learn that shit because
the tackle is tough.
If you don't get the timing fucking perfect on the tackling, you're just fucked. He just stabs in like a retard. Yep.
Oh my god, it's crazy. But yeah.
And also, hold on, while we're griping about FIFA, how come when I played a computer, I can shift the ball from side to side 5 times in a row, and all 5 guys on the back line rotate like the fucking bubble Lakers on a string? But when I play, I have to manually move every single player so there's not gigantic gaps. I got to select the left back and go pressure. Then I got to get the left midfielder and go double. Then I got to get the left center back and slide over. Then I got to get the other 2 defenders and slide them over so they're not standing on the wrong side of the field. Yeah. Why the fuck is this a thing?
I don't know. Honestly, though, you're right. But I think the biggest complaint, a part of that, is the midfielders not dropping. Yeah. That's my biggest gripe, is like they won't drop far enough. And I'm like, what do I got to do? Set the fucking depth to 0? Like, so you guys will be on the fucking goal line? Like, this, it's really, really annoying. Because, honestly, the easiest thing you can just do, select your midfielder, literally just sprint with them all the way back. And then most of the time, you're fine. Like, because they have to kind of, show what kind of skills that they got to score. But if you don't do that, the 1v1s are like, you're fucked.
Yeah. What I did to help with that is I put all my defenders on step up, so they try to like aggressively challenge every pass to the feet. Yeah. And I put all my the midfielders on track back and man mark instead of cut passing lanes. If you put cut passing lanes, they just stand in the fucking middle of nowhere.
They do dumb shit, because they never get any interceptions. Rarely. It's very rare that my team gets a fucking interception. Never. God forbid the other squad just is like, well, got him. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? It's so, I don't know. It would help, honestly, if I wouldn't just hop on the game and literally just start playing online. Like, I don't do any practice, you know what I'm saying? Because each year, I will give them that, like, each year is not exactly the same. Like, each year is happening to be different, which I can fuck with that. So, like, I probably should, do my due diligence in practice, but I ain't got time for that. I'm like, hey, man, I know how to play FIFA. Division 10. Soccer. Let's get it.
It's fucking soccer.
Let's get it started. And Division 1 to, like, Division 3, super fun. That's what I'm 107 or some shit. Like, everybody sucks. As soon as I get to 2 and 1, I'm like, oh, my God. Here go the cheesers. Here go Madrid and fucking PSG, and that's all you get.
I've never made it to Division 1, but I don't play that many online games. I play more like I play the single-person career, the My Player, a lot.
You've been doing that a lot? Because usually you used to do, like, the regular career mode, and you'd be in, like, fucking year 2087. And I'm like, yo, what? Like, are you simming these games? Like, how are we so far ahead?
I'm in year 4 with Palermo. We went up and won the Serie A. Let's go. But my problem is, like, when I do play online, sometimes I got to, because I do the 4-star shit with, like, Match Me, I gotta wait like 3-5 minutes because all the guys are like Division 2. Nobody who's like Division 2 or Division 1 wants to play with anything less than a 5-star team. So I have to keep fucking sitting there and spamming it. Otherwise, I'll play USA against Real Madrid and got ran off the fucking field.
I will say, ultimately, the biggest like game mode for them, because they get money, like Ultimate Team is pretty fire if you have the time to do it. Because like, remember I had that team you saw, like just the one FIFA where I had like a lot of time, because I think Shay and I had like alternating schedules, so I had multiple days where I could just play for like 12 hours. Like I had like the Ultimate Team was super fucking fun. I was like, I get to pick whoever I want. I could pick super fast defenders and to guard anybody, but like it just takes so much time. It's pretty annoying.
Yeah,
I didn't spend any money on it, by the way.
I played,
that's super cheesers.
I played one ultimate team, and some bitch I'd never heard of ran past my whole team and scored, and I just returned my Xbox to Microsoft. I was like, all right, I'm out. I'm not spending one more second in this dumbass mode where this Swedish bitch is 10 times faster than Ronald Araujo.
Yeah.
And she pushed him off. She stiff armed. She get away from me. I was like, all right, I'm out.
They got the combined joint, the co-ed. I like it though. I mean, like the inclusion and everything.
That's
honestly,
straight. If
bro,
all of them were like Bernardo Silva,
but
why are they like knocking the men around and shit? If all the women were really good, but they were like super technical and like had great first touch and everything, I'd be like, all right, that's cool. But fucking,
that's super arcadey.
Yeah, fucking Sauerbrun's platinum card is chasing down Erling Haaland and body him in the box. I'm like, okay, all right.
No, you're right. No, it's super arcadey. Honestly, I think I like this game. Like, I feel like it's got a good balance of not
arcade and realism.
Yeah, and then when you do like the AI modes where you're only playing against the computer, it's not like FIFA 22 was way too easy. Like FIFA 20 was too easy. FIFA 19 was kind of crazy. I forget which years. Like some of them are really fucking impossible. Some of them are super easy. But this one, nice little balance. And then honestly though,
I get my ass beat on Ultimate with competitor mode. I get my fucking ass beat like every single time
on manager mode or.
Yeah, manager mode. Like when I play on Ultimate with the competitor shit.
Oh,
they just get it in the box and they just do this glitch where they switch it from their foot a billion times like this, and then I go to tackle and I give up a penalty. That's what happens every fucking time.
That's that FIFA 20 shit, man. That shit is hilarious. Yeah. Nah, man, bro.
They got the fucking Kyrie package somehow when you play on competitor mode, bro.
It's all about the playstyle plus shit, bro. That's it. Like, if you literally just have like 5 players that do it, like in the one I just started a career mode now, and of course I fucking signed Leal. Like all the playstyle shits work. Like that's all you literally just need like 1 or 2 players, and it's easy as fuck. It's super easy. Not easy. Like
if they can change or fix
playable.
One thing,
it makes it playable. But like if you got players that don't have any of the playstyles, it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day at the office. Like the first, I will tell you, the first game, the preseason game I played, I got smacked 7-0 on the Ultimate or whatever. I was like, this shit is a problem. But every time I got the ball, I was like, oh, I'm creating chances. So I was like, fuck it, no more soccer. You get the ball. You create every chance.
You go.
Yeah, I've been all right, but I don't even think I'm on fucking actual season game 2. So it's like, I still got time to play and shit. But the new one's about to come out in like a month.
If you had to like change something for the new FIFA, like improve something, take away a feature, change some type of AI, like what improvement would you make? The number one thing for the next year's game? Isn't the midfielders not tracking back?
I mean, that's huge. I think for me, do you like the fact that like if you have a really good player, they feel absolutely overpowered, or do you want it to be a little more regress to the mean?
I like the top players like really standing out compared to other people. I do. I do think there's some of the stuff that you need to wind back, like the finesse shot plus, where you can just automatically score from 40 yards out every single time.
The Trivela is
yeah,
that shit is insane.
They need to nerf both of those, but I feel like the rest are fine. You know what I mean?
The track, I guess, like the tracking back, and I think honestly, bro, I know they only care about Ultimate Team, but I will say like. I love Ultimate Team. It's cool. But if online, you should be able to play with a team 5 times in a row, and then you have to pick a different team. I feel like you should have like a cap of how many times you can do it in like a couple hour sessions. Like I feel like you should be able to choose different teams. You'll like other players and shit. Yeah, I think it should kind of cap. I'm guilty of it too, because I literally almost only play with AC Milan, but like. I'm not playing with fucking Madrid and France and PSG every fucking game. Like you would like to, I just want you to like hop on the game and play different teams. That's all.
Right. That's fast.
I got no gripe besides that.
That's a good one. I would think for me, there's two things. One, they need to fix the fucking goalkeepers. That's my biggest problem with this game.
Yeah, they're pretty trash. They're trash this year.
They need to fix the goalkeepers, and especially you need to have an ability to pass to your goalkeeper from a goal kick. Your center back, why is the goalkeeper always the one taking the goal kicks? My center back should be able to pass the ball to my goalkeeper, and then they start to press from the middle. The second one, they need to take a page out of 2K's book, add some classic teams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
that'd be fire.
What if,
we talked about that before.
Yeah, you could play with 09 Barcelona. You could play with the treble women Man United. You could play with Mourinho's Inter Milan. You know, you could go back and play with the Galacticos. You could replace a team in career mode with one of those and be like, what if I took Jose Mourinho's Porto and put him in a Spanish league right now? Like,
I think that's what they should do to kind of combat the other online thing. To where it's like, even if you do pick Mbappe and Vinicius in this Real Madrid team this year, all right, I got old Messi. I got like 2009 Messi. Let's get it. Let me see who's got the stick skills, dog. Come on, that'd be dope. Because like, I think next year is gonna be a problem. Because that's those two dudes. They're the only two that are like literally. I don't know if you've ever played with them. Have you played with them?
With who?
With like Mbappe or with Vinicius?
Never.
Dude, I'm telling you.
The whole time I played EAFC, never once.
Yeah. If you play with them, like I've only done it probably like the last 10 games, just with even with my trigger literally just being on sprint, they're on a completely different speed, agility. Like they play like when you're on ultimate competitor mode with the computer. It's like you can do that shit. You get the fucking ball and you're just like like, and you're a defender, and you're like, what the? Like, if they get the ball in that, like, in the position where it's a 1-on-1, cooked, absolutely cooked every time. It's insane. But if you like add more people in like online, in online season mode, cool. Instead of like, I don't want to see Madrid play Madrid. That's stupid.
Yeah. All right, you're picking Real Madrid. I'm picking 2002 AC Milan with Baresi and fucking Maldini.
Or let me play with like Neymar, Suarez, Messi. Like that'd be dope. Yeah. Instead of like because I think they have those guys in the ultimate team, but you got to pull them through packs.
They already have all the fucking players. Just put them on a team together.
We probably won't see it this year though.
We won't. We'll never see it because then people would stop playing Ultimate Team and stop spending 15 fucking hours and all this money to go get.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if people will stop though, because it's still fun. Like it's so many people play it. Like people like playing the shit because you like playing the fucking shit on 2K. It's fun to like create your own squad and like grind and do it when you have the time. There's so many.
I don't play that shit on 2K either. I don't play it. On I don't play it on 2K. I don't play none of that.
You did for a second.
Hard ass bullshit.
I mean, you did for a second. You had a solid squad. Probably, I want to say like 2K17 or something. Yeah,
that's before they start fucking around. When they start putting like ridiculous shit and putting players out of position. There's like the Yao Ming point guard card. I was like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah. But no, I'm saying though, like because you got to think about it though, like the amount of people in the world between the age of 23 and 10, you know what I'm saying? Like they're going to play fucking Ultimate Team. It's not everyone else like wants to do other shit. You know what I'm saying?
The classic teams for the old heads, guys. That's all we're asking. That's all we're asking. Well, guys, it's been another fantastic episode of the Habitual Line Steppers podcast. Sports are happening. Preseason is underway. The NFL is going to be here before we know it.
Shit, college football's about to start up before everything. Honestly, I know everybody loves that. I got no predictions.
You watching 6 sports now?
Nah, I'll probably go some state games. Do you never go to any Charlotte 49er games?
Fuck no.
I know they suck, but like never ever.
I went 2 games. I went the home opener when I went to UNC Charlotte. And I treated it like it was a Maryland football game because that's all I'd been to in college. and I was like the only guy blackout drunk at the stadium, fucking cheering and shit. Everyone was looking at me like I was fucking crazy. All these engineering and business students and shit, and I'm just there with my shirt off. We're down 34-2.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
That's the last time I drank Southern Comfort. I'll never drink it again.
SoCo. Good old SoCo, man.
But yeah, we'll be back. We'll have our NFL preview. We'll be talking about as the EPL as it progresses and some of these soccer teams as they begin to take shape. And then before you know it, Terry, the Holy Grail, the NBA, will be back before you know it in October. We're almost there.
Yeah, man.
All right. North Carolina, continue to stand up.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to our podcast this evening. Thank you. You're far too kind.